music.
I call on you, my friend, my friend, my friend, my friend.
Representing Swiss dance culture and featuring the world's best house music. Presented by one of the leaders of the Helvetic Nerds and broadcast across the globe. You got me high. This is EDX.
Music is go.
No excuses. Welcome to No Excuses with EDX. This is EDX. No Excuses.
Hey guys, what's up? Welcome to this week's edition of No Excuses with me, EDX. I hope you're feeling good and ready for 60 minutes packed with fresh new music. Before we get into it, I just want to give a massive shout to each of you that partied with me at Silesia Beats Festival in Warsaw, Poland last Saturday. I had an amazing time and I really did feel the love and energy from you guys. Coming up on the show, I've got tracks lined up from Audio Jack and Hannah Wands, Chris Lake and Abel Bader, Mario Mocca, Cisea and many more, including no less than 7 No Excuses exclusives. Talking of which, here's my brand new single, Moyo, which drops 18th July on Pinkstar Records. Hit me up on my socials, all at EDX Music, and let me know your thoughts.
You're listening to No Excuses with EDX. again on YouTube and subscribe on iTunes. No excuses.
Said I want it all from him. He asked me if I'm dressed for the ride, but I don't wanna feel my past come on. In interactions, I just on that side. No, I don't wanna sabotage myself. You know them demons wanna get inside, and every talk is just an ask for help. Every tear is just a blessing in disguise. Said I want it all from him. He asked me if I'm dressed for the ride, but I don't wanna feel my past come on. In interactions, I just on that side. No, I don't wanna sabotage myself. You know them demons wanna get inside, and every talk is just an ask for help. Every tear is just a blessing in disguise.
in the wild, chillin' low key. Catch me on the downslide, downslide, down. I'll be heading up in the wild, chillin' low key. Catch me on the downslide, downslide, down. I'll be heading up in the wild, chillin' low key. Catch me on the downslide, downslide, down. I'll be heading up in the wild, chillin' low key.
I said I want it all, He said he needed time to decide, but he treat me like an option. Thinks I won't fuck him, I just cut the ties and act on bothered. Really, we're both suffering inside. I need to sit and ask myself, do I really need to let this die? And I don't wanna cry, I know you don't wanna see me cry. And you know I don't wanna run, but the truth won't let me stay in your life. Boy, your love is like a drum. He asked me if I'm dressed for the ride, but I don't wanna pull my pause, come on. And interruptions, I just don't decide. I don't wanna sabotage myself. You know the demons wanna get inside, and every talk is just an odds for her. Every tear is just a blessing in the sky. Yeah, said I want it all from me. He asked me if I'm dressed for the ride, but I don't wanna pull my pause, come on. And interruptions, I just don't decide. I don't wanna sabotage myself. You know the demons wanna get inside, and every talk is just an odds for her. Boy, your love is like a drug.
Xcuses. Exclusive.
Now you're 3 hours late to work. And when you finally get there, your boss just looks at you and says, "Where you go again?" Don't even bother to explain, he says, "'cause I don't want to hear it. Just get your shit and go." Man, you can't catch a break. Chillin'.
No excuses. Exclusive.
Loving the old school vibes there. Forthcoming on Sonoros, that was Back from Van Ever. Before that, so Edward Sivira joined forces with Fabian Marine on We Go Again. I also played a real pumping number from Camilla June called Let Me Feel. Up next, we keep things moving with a massive collab from the UK's Audiojack and Hannah Wands. This one's called Louvin. Check it out.
No excuses.
Loving and loving. Loving and loving. Loving and loving. You give me, oh yeah. Loving and loving. Loving and loving. Loving and loving. You give me, oh yeah.
asked for a light but didn't wanna smoke. Then you took a right and turned it into wrong. Wanted a good night but no clue where to go. Out of sight, out of mind until tomorrow. You're starting to contradict yourself. Playing with this fire, it's only temporary hell.
Spend more time outside, healing deep within my soul.
lifting it up with 3 No Excuses exclusives on the bounce. In the background is Better Than This from Maksha. I also played Peace of Mind from Freeney, which is out very soon on Pinkstar Black. I also played a huge release from CC titled High, which is forthcoming on Syrup Music. A big thanks for tuning in to this week's episode of No Excuses. I hope you've enjoyed the journey. If you want to listen back, head over to my Soundcloud or YouTube, both at EDX Music, or hit subscribe on your favorite podcast app. New episodes drop every Monday. That's it. From me, I'm closing things out with a stunning No Excuses exclusive from Toon. This is Sapphire, and it's out very soon on Syrup Records. Enjoy, and I'll catch you right here, same time next week. Bye.
No Excuses. Exclusive.